Hey guys, PepperAmmy here. This week I have a bonus Christmas video that was supposed to be in with the candy canes from last week, but the candy cane video got a little bit too long and out of hand. So this extra video, we are making candy cane cookies. Now this is a lot easier and a lot less dangerous than making normal candy canes. For this, you'll need to make a basic sugar biscuit recipe. Now for that, you will need 2.5 cups or 390 grams of all-purpose flour, plus some extra for dusting, a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 cup or 250 grams of unsalted butter, preferably at room temperature so it is nice and soft and easy to mix, 3/4 of a cup or 185 grams of sugar, 3 large egg yolks, and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract, vanilla sugar, or a scraped vanilla pod. Now, as I hate food waste when I'm actually making recipes, you can always turn the remaining egg whites into either meringues or scrambled egg whites for lunch as a nice snack. Now you want to combine all of the ingredients in a bowl and mix together. Personally, I'm using a stand mixer fitted with a paddle attachment, and then just mix that until everything comes together. Now you may need to scrape the bottom of the bowl if the butter is still stuck to the bottom of the bowl and doesn't mix in properly. Now you want to turn the dough out onto a clean work surface. Now either by eye or by scale, you want to split this into 2 equal pieces, and then place one back into the stand mixer or into a bowl. And then you want to add some peppermint extract and some red food colouring. And then you want to beat that together until it is well combined and it forms a uniform colour. Now, of course, I'm using red food colouring as that is the standard for candy canes, but you can use any colour you desire. Then you want to shape each part of the dough into a disc and wrap separately in plastic wrap and refrigerate for at least an hour and up to overnight. Now, as we are in the cold winter months, the conservatory was a lot colder than the fridge, so I actually just put mine in the conservatory for a couple of hours and it firmed up really well. When you're ready to make your cookies, remove the dough from the fridge or your conservatory and let the dough soften slightly before working with it. This is to help it not crack whilst you're rolling it. Then you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. Line a baking sheet with parchment paper or silicone mats or anything just non-stick. And then you want to lightly flour your work surface and rolling pin and then roll each dough disc into about a 6mm thick piece. Then cut into strips roughly 15 centimeters long and 2 centimeters wide. Now, if you are using a silicone mat with length markings on the side or on the top, that is absolutely amazing for this. If not, you can make a rough template from either a bit of plastic from a carton or from some paper you have laying around, just as a rough guide. It doesn't need to be perfect, but it just gets them roughly uniform. Now to shape your candy canes, there are a few different ways. Way number 1 is take a strip of the red and a strip of the plain, and then pinch the ends together and gently twist the strips around each other. And then carefully bend to form the hook at the top. Now this way was personally a pain for me. You may find it slightly easier, but for me it didn't work out so well. And the canes at the end had a bit more of a rough, bumpier texture, which I wasn't a massive fan of. Now way number 2 is to turn those strips into sausages and twist together, and then give a quick roll to get them nice and smooth and then bend to form the hook. Now this gave a much smoother final cooked cookie, which I preferred a lot better to way number 1. Now way number 3 is like real candy canes. You take a long sausage of both red and plain, and then you roll them together to form one long sausage, then add some twists and cut to size. Now I preferred this way. It is much faster and you can control the length and thickness of each individual cane at the same time. But whichever way you choose, you want to place the canes on your baking tray approximately 5 centimeters apart because they will spread slightly, and then bake until the cookies are golden on the edges, which is around 10 to 15 minutes depending on the size and the thickness of your canes. Then you want to transfer your cookies to a wire rack. Then you want to transfer your cookies to a wire rack and let cool completely. Now they'll be very soft when they come out of the oven, and you may even think they're underdone, but they will harden a lot as they cool. And there you have it, you have some nice peppermint candy cane cookies. Now as you can see, texturally the ones that you roll together have a bit of a smoother appearance. Now both tasted fine, it just comes to personal choice on what way you want them to look, and yes, they taste great. As always, if you like what you saw, let me know down below with a like and a comment. If you do try these, let me know. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe for free weekly cooking content, and I will see you all on Friday for a new video. Thanks for watching.